almost as though it were lost in the forests of East Prussia. This is Drwęck, which is to the west of Olsztynek, formerly Hohenstein, the location of the Tannenberg Memorial. What we see here in front of us now, that was built as an anti-tank ditch in late 1944. Since then it got flooded, and so now it looks as though it's a pond or a part of a stream or something like that. But the idea of an anti-tank ditch is that, so you go in, it's a gentle slope, but at the other end there's no way the tank can get up, it goes straight up. And this it's not so far from the Polish border, but this is clearly from later than that. I don't know of any anti-tank ditches which were actually built before 1939. From about 1941, Soviet Union, for example, you see huge amounts of people building these anti-tank defences. For example, in the region of Moscow, then for example, the Battle of Kursk, where they were used in great amounts. But think of something like this, where the population was comparatively low, but this was now the German heartlands. Rastenburg, where Hitler was previously, because by that time he'd left and he never came back, was well to the east, Kenshin today. So this is what German nationalism brought to Germany. They lost this area, the heart of Prussia in many ways, although that's only because it was where the very rich had their major agricultural concerns. Today this is a nature reserve. You can see the red sign down there, might just be coming out, and there's beavers here, and large geese. I don't know the species of it though, and lots more things, wildlife as well. So now I'm going to see the military cemetery in this town from the First World War, because this area here was the scene of battles in the Second Battle of Tannenberg. That's not really the right name, I would call it something else, but Battle of Olsztynek or something along those lines. And that's what I'm going to say right now. You can see the old road here, the cobblestones, built probably in the 19th century, but they're still here, they've survived all this time. This is an incredibly attractive location for a cemetery, and somewhat unusual as well, because it's on a slope. What's happened here is that during the Battle of Tannenberg, we're now to the west of Olsztynek, Hohenstein, and as the German encirclement became obvious to the Russians, they went from attack over to defense. And this is based on a Russian defensive position. And you think there's a huge amount of work that went into this. Why did they build it in the forest, you may be thinking? Good reason for that. There wasn't a forest here then. The population of East Prussia, as such, has steadily declined. And there was the Eastern Flight, which was a particularly important thing in the end of the 19th century, and certainly after the First World War. But the population of East Prussia was greater 100 years ago than it is today. Sorry, there's mosquitoes here in some large numbers, and I came out without putting on protection. So nature has made this an even more attractive cemetery. The noise you can hear in the background, that's the frog's mating call. Although it's now 18th of June, so it's a little late. It's much noisier in May. So there's both German and Russian soldiers buried here, all from, I believe, from the last week of August 1914. I jumped back then because I felt I was walking through a cobweb. Poor spider. Spent ages doing that, and I walked through it. Now here there was a sign saying, a brass plaque saying something typical of what we'd normally see on war memorials: glory to those who died here. And we can see the positions also, the stones for the hanging wreaths, etc.